Hi, welcome to Yellow Slate, your very own school search engine that helps you find the best schools for your kid based on various filters and parameters. Today, we have Ms. Tanushri, whose kid is studying in the Heritage School, which is known for its experiential learning. The school is located in Noida, and let's speak to the parent to know her perspective about the school. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your time, ma'am.
You're welcome, Santan. Happy to be here.
The pleasure is ours. Ma'am, to begin with, can you tell your overall opinion about the school before we get into the finer details about it?
Well, Heritage, as its philosophy, believes in experiential learning. And when we were on a lookout for a school, we wanted our kids to have hands-on experience while they are learning whatever they are learning. So far, Heritage has delivered well on its philosophy. There's not only experiential learning, but there are interesting subjects like expedition, which connects the child to the real world as well, which we as parents feel that is much needed in today's environment, considering it's a digital age and there has to be a balance of everything. So yes, experiential learning is something that we were on a lookout for, and it is delivering very well.
Got it. And speaking about your initial thoughts when you first visited the campus, how's the infrastructure like, and what is so interesting about it?
So the first time that we visited the school, it was constructed. The main buildings had come up, but it was still under construction. But when we took a round, the infrastructure was it was an open space, right? And there were glass doors as far as the staff room is concerned, or the principal's or vice principal's room is concerned. So it sort of hinted towards open communication. And it was wide, good space where the children were in, could have been in visibility. And it was pretty good like that. We loved the infrastructure, modern amenities, and that's what we were looking at.
Fantastic. And can you tell us in which class is your kid studying, and also the fee structure of the school?
So we have two children, and grade 4 and grade 1. As far as the fee structure is concerned, the fee structure is roughly 70,000 per quarter. It is in line with the other schools in Noida, but considering the value the school is providing, it is justified.
Got it. And is 70,000 the only fee structure, or is there anything else that you pay apart from it, like the sports fee or any other fees that is included?
No. So the meals are of course included in this, but it is between 70 to 75, and one can opt out for it or go ahead with the meal plan. So it comes down if in case you are not opting for it.
Got it. And while joining your kid, because Heritage is a CBSE school, did you have this dilemma whether is CBSE good or IB, or what was your notion on the syllabus part of the school?
So basically, we were focusing on the process of teaching. That was the primary concern. As far as the board is concerned, of course, these days, IB is a great platform, right? So when we were enrolling our children and we were moving them from ICSE board to CBSE board, CBSE board gives, there is more scope for extracurricular activities in comparison to ICSE board, right? So the child has more time to sort of be into sports or music, dance, or anything creative that they would like to do. Now, but also IB gives a great platform as far as the, exposure to the world is concerned. So let's say if the child wants to go ahead and study abroad, the transition will be relatively easier. However, Indians are able to sort of manage anywhere and everywhere with the education system. There is no denial in that. But it gives you an extra edge. For example, something that I did in post-graduation or graduation, kids these days get an exposure to that at a very early age, in primary school itself. I had also spoken to the school about their idea of bringing in IB, and that will be happening in future. So children will always have the choice. However, the leadership also, we were concerned about how the transition will take place. Let's say if the kid chooses IB in grade 8, right? So what about how exactly are they going to teach the child? Because it will be a sudden switch. So the methodology is the same. So the CBSE curriculum is being taught in the similar way they will be teaching IB.
Got it. And what are your thoughts on the quality of teaching, and also how accessible are the teachers or management in case if you have any questions or concerns?
So the quality of teaching, I am very happy for the teachers that I have got so far. And for example, for my little one, he's in grade 1. I've always seen the teacher go an extra mile. So once the curriculum is covered and the child is waiting at the time of dispersal, there is something new that is taught to the child. And I wasn't informed by the teacher. My son used to come home and he used to talk about things that was out of the curriculum, but very interesting. General things. It could be solar system, it could be about a star, it could be about how to organize things, anything, any subject. And that I found very impressive. He was bringing that learning home, and then I asked him, where did you learn this from? And he said that our man teaches. So I spoke to the teacher as well, and I conveyed it to her that it's a great thing that she's doing, because it also helps in taking him back to the school. He's interested in getting back to school. And similarly in grade 3, there were, my daughter was also sort of pushed to do better than where she was, because the potential was realized. And wherever she was lacking, I was contacted with, and I was told that, maybe these are the areas we can work on as a team. And that's what I really like. So the onus is not only on the parent or the teacher. Teamwork is something that Heritage as well believes in, and so do the teachers. So it has been a great experience so far. And there were issues, considering it's a new school, in Noida. Of course, it is doing very well in Gurgaon and the other branches. But when there are issues where, as a parent or as a community, we would like to take it to the, to the principal or the vice principal, there is an open door policy. Those problems that we had taken and whatever solutions that we had suggested, they were very well taken in, because they were pretty practical. Recently, we had an online session. It happened on Zoom. There was some disturbance. So a parent in a parallel chat, he was like, they should do it on Google Meet. I said, why don't you, suggest? He says, but I don't know whether the idea will be sort of taken in or not. He tried, and the next day he messaged me himself. He said, well, they did it. They switched it. So these are very simple things that, they are very simple but essential. If the change has to be made, then it should be made. So this is what we have seen has happened so far, and we're pretty happy with that.
That's very nice. In fact, I'm so happy for your child, because that's the best thing that a teacher can do to a child, making a kid falling in love with learning or making them curious about the whole learning journey. So that's very nice to hear from you. You seem to be pretty happy with the school on the whole. But if you have to be critical and tell us the areas where the school can still get better at, what are those areas?
Okay. So whatever the kids are learning, there are two things. One is, as parents, we will be curious to know and see what exactly are they learning. Of course, we wouldn't want to be too intrusive at the same time, because we would like to respect the boundaries of the school as well and not be the helicopter, parent. But kids exhibiting what they are learning, which happens in a lot of school, and it has happened in Heritage as well. But we would rather, as parents, we would like to see them exhibit more. It not only shows what they are learning, but it enhances the presentation skills as well. When they are facing not just their parents or the class teacher or the friends, but an entire crowd. So that is something that I would like to see more. And I have conveyed this, to the management as well. Came up with a few suggestions as well, and of course the leadership is good, so I'm hoping that that is something that will improve. Also, the school trips, again, like I said, it's a new school, so it needs to sort of, that has also started this year. We were really sort of curious to know, because that also adds to an experience, right? The exchange programs. So these are the things that as parents we would like to see. And the school has been working on it, and we are hoping that it's going to progress.
Great. I really hope so. And thank you so much for coming forward and sharing all these opinions with us. These insights will be of great help for other parents who are looking for good schools in your locality. And on behalf of the entire parent community who's searching for good school, thank you so much again. We can connect again and speak to you more often to know more about the Heritage School.
Absolutely. It's a young school right now. It has progressed well so far. So I'm actually confident that it is going to do better because they are putting constant effort. So I'm really hoping and looking forward to that. Happy to
Great.
help and talk anytime and
Thank
share
you.
my review.